Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Now look here at SUI. This little beast here finally pulled back, got some significant selling pressure after sweeping roughly 3 billion in liquidation with that last little candle wick up. So what we want to look at here is new liquidation levels, but also understand that there's probably still going to be a lot down here as low as about that 130 to 140 range. Okay, so there's a lot of liquidation there. We'll pull that up here shortly, but the easy way to understand it here is that we are starting to develop somewhat of a head and shoulders pattern here. Wouldn't be surprised if we go range bound here for a little while and then drop again. A lot of this pending on how Bitcoin performs, of course, but if Bitcoin does continue to diverge bearishly as it has so far, we're probably going to see something like that. Because again, SUI reached a tipping point, but also Bitcoin came down to test its lower support level at 60K. At this point here, we're just seeing that slight relief rally because Bitcoin tentatively bottomed out. We're still trying really hard to hold 60K. So there's some things to kind of be aware of. Let's take a quick look at the back-end data here. And while we're loading that, I just want to say thanks again to my community just for some awesome feedback, you guys and gals. Appreciate you very much. Congrats to our community too as well for some nice profits there. Only really took one short position yesterday, 28% from Solana. Could have been better. Hindsight's 2020. Should have shorted a lot more, but I try not to get too crazy when we're on the edge of greatness or disaster, right? Bitcoin is in a strange place right now, so I don't really recommend any trades at this point. That's just kind of the common denominator. So let's look here. We can see in the last X amount of hours that there's a lot of shorts entering the market, which is good essentially for liquidity to the upside, but we can also see as low as 130 again, a chunk of change here. Every one of these red lines is somewhere in the range of 400 to 500 million. So there's quite a lot of liquidation. It's easier to identify if we zoom out. This is the 1 month on the right side. We can see here, again, 137, 140 for a heavy concentration there, 150, 160. So the price continues to break free from this lower range here, the local support, then we should experience some type of divergence and continuation down. A lot of that does hinge on Bitcoin, but also SUI is fairly independent of Bitcoin too. However, it might have aligned itself with Bitcoin now, so we want to kind of identify or see if we can identify any correlation there too. So again, once you understand how Bitcoin and altcoins are working together or separately, you can really open up your trading game a lot more. So daily time frame, no other way around it. We're still bullish. We're the 20-day SMA is here to about 152. So until we break this ascending trend line down, we have no reason to consider the price is going to go down either, right? You have to honor the trend until it's broken. Again, got a lot of liquidation here still, so there's a decent chance we will see the price continue lower, but we don't want to just take a trade based on that one thing. We have officially lost 70 in the RSI, so you should have, of course, secured profits in a long position. I think there's some people that took longs in the 170 to 180 range recently, were totally in profit. Now they're in the red because they got super greedy. So folks, it's not a greedy market. I mean, I know actually you've probably seen a lot of people that are doing so, but it's not really the way that it goes. It's not the way it should work, okay? So you want to just be very, very careful in how you trade. But if we look here, I mean, there's a lot of divergences here at this point letting us know that a shift in momentum is occurring and or has occurred, okay? So once more, I think a short consideration if we break this lower trend line here at about, it's not a trend line, sorry, it's like a support level at 163, we should be able to see the price continue lower. Let's quickly wrap this up here. 4-hour time frame, mostly good, but also not. We've lost our short-term ascending trend. The 50 and the 20-day SMA are above the price action. That's generally a bearish sign. And even though we're looking good on the macro, the 4 hours telling us, hey, we've got every single bearish divergence here present. We can see right here as well, we're under 50 in the RSI for the 4-hour time frame, which is generally unfavorable. Let's take a quick look here at the hourly and call it a day before the talks go crazy. We can see here Ichimoku Cloud is confirming that we are not in good shape here. We're still bearishly diverging. Okay, so not really a great situation all in all. Okay, so probably got to wrap this up here early, folks. The easy way to understand it, though, is that SUI is breaking bearish. I would be careful taking a late short at this point. There's still a lot of strength and recovery. But if we have trouble breaking free from this local resistance at 177, that might be a good consideration for a short. The best way to understand the market right now, folks, is that no trade is a good trade today. At least that will change, of course. But for right now, we're getting a lot of false positives. Bitcoin should break down, but it hasn't yet. So we just kind of got to wait for the move to happen, okay? So try not to be a late short or a late long at this point. Probably best just to kind of steer clear. Those are my recommendations. Okay, hope that made sense. I just described that correctly. Sorry for the inconvenience with the pups barking in the background. Today is recycling day, so they like to get crazy when the recycling trucks come by. Fun stuff. Anyways, I appreciate you. Oh, don't forget to take advantage of our Bitunix exclusive deposit bonus, link down below. Use my registered, if you registered using my link previously, you're automatically eligible. But if you want to use my link, of course, consider doing so. It's just a really cool exchange. They are phenomenal. They just added some trailing stop losses too. It's cool features. All right. Thanks again. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.